Pokestops and Poke gyms. Well, I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you go to a real fucking gym and catch a fucking game to chew?
What's up, you drunken shitlords? It's Spacelord here, and today I want to talk about some of this Pokemon Go bullshit that's been going around. It's fucking everywhere, man. Like, even if you wanted to, you cannot escape this fucking Pokemon trend that's just washing over us like a fucking, like Noah's flood or some shit. I was up in the Walmart just day before yesterday trying to get some, what the hell was I buying? Oh yeah, I was getting some 20 gauge shells for my shotgun. Fucking people are like walking around hunting Pokemon in the store and shit. I'm like, fuck, you know, because I've been reading about this shit a lot and hearing about it, but now I'm really starting to see this shit going on around me. And then I get up to the, you know, the cash register to check out, and they're fucking, you know, there's kids up there talking to the cashier, and they're like, oh, you know, talking about, you know, fuck, I don't know, like what they're finding out in the parking lot. So this shit's really gotten big, and you know, I find it interesting. I'm kind of interested in the whole thing. I don't play myself because I got kind of a shitty phone and it won't work on it, so you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not really into phone games anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. But I am kind of interested in it from the perspective, a cultural perspective, you know, that this shit's going on and it's all fucking around me. Before I get into that too much though, I just want to kind of let you guys know on something. I've been getting back into Smite lately. I know like most of my old videos had all Smite gameplay, and I've been easing my way into it, and I did record some Smite gameplay, and I was planning on using it for this video, and it was all fucked up again. Like, my Subnautica gameplay from my last vid was all laggy and shit, and I'm sorry I didn't notice that. I fucked it up, and you know, and I didn't notice it when I put it in there that it was like that. And so I've been fucking around, and I think what the problem was, because my computer's pretty new, my equipment's pretty new, you know, people are fucking saying, you know, I need to upgrade my shit, but I got in, I opened it up, and it was kind of dusty in there, so I think it might have been overheating, and it's also been hot as fuck lately. It was like 105 today, and you know, my air conditioner just fucking ran from like 9 o'clock in the morning until like 11 o'clock at night. It's just fucking stupid. It's like the apocalypse or some shit. So I got that shit cleaned out, and you know, I haven't retested again, but hopefully that straightens the shit out, because you know, I'm with you. I don't want no fucking laggy ass, you know, 10 frame per second bullshit either. So I did have some gameplay from Craft the World, and I'm throwing that in here just because, you know, obviously that didn't use a lot of graphical power. It is actually a pretty badass game if you haven't played it. So anyway, back to the Pokemon Go shit. What's really surprising me is like, I've seen such strong opinions come out about this, and you know, there's always trends. Every time there's some big trend, you always have this polarization. Anytime you have something that's super popular and you know, it gets embraced by everyone, you'll have a bunch of people who think it's the greatest fucking thing since, you know, G-strings, and then you have a bunch of other people that think, you know, it's gonna cause the collapse of civilization as we know it. So I'll just be upfront with you. I'm not, you know, super opinionated over the Pokemon. You know, I don't think it's amazing, and I don't think it's, you know, fucking horrible either. But I'm gonna show you today is like some of the opinions that have been popping out, and sort of, you know, what I kind of think about what's going on there. All right, to start with, let's pop back to that gym bro, the big ass dude I had in my intro, and let's see what he has to say.
You know what? I'm a little guilty because last week I made an Instagram skit all about this fucking Pokemon Go bullshit that's going around, not knowing too much about it. I thought it was just a little fad. It would fade out in a day or two. But every Instagram skit, every Instagram meme, every fucking Vine is about this fucking Pokemon Go shit. Pokestops and Poke gyms. Well, I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you go to a real fucking gym and catch a fucking game to chew? Instead of going to these Poke gyms, it's fucking Monday, International Chest Day. Why don't you go catch yourself a Pumpasaurus Rex? All this bullshit. Stop acting like you're 12 years old. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, fuck yourself.
All right, well, wow. Okay, so clearly this dude is not a fan of Pokemon Go. And, you know, I mean, if you look at the dude, I mean, if you saw this bro walking down the street, you probably wouldn't peg him for a fucking Pokemon Go player, you know? But then again, if you saw me walking down the street, you probably wouldn't peg me for a fucking gamer either, so, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell. Now, on one hand, I kind of empathize with this motherfucker a little bit because for anyone who's actually seen, you know, like a number of my videos or, you know, kind of knows me, I'm kind of a gym bro myself. I spend a lot of fucking time in the gym. I mean, I spend a lot of fucking time in the gym. I'm not, you know, so much the bodybuilding type. I'm more fucking into strength training and powerlifting, but it still equates to the same shit. So when he says, you know, why don't you join a fucking real gym? I'm on board with that. I think every fucking dude should be fucking lifting. My 10-year-old kid fucking goes to the gym with me and squats and fucking deadlifts like a fucking beast. And he's a strong little motherfucker, I'll tell you that right now. He's stronger than my wife. So in that sense, I am, you know, I'm with him about in terms of training and fucking lifting. But on the other hand, you know, like I said, I'm a fucking lifter and a gamer, both. So it doesn't have to be this, you know, choice, this dichotomy, like you have to lift weights or you have to play fucking video games. There's not necessarily an opposition between the two. I mean, we got this old stereotype of the fucking dude, you know, it's like, you know, Revenge of the Nerds motherfucker down in his basement playing video games and D&D and shit. And in some cases, yeah, I mean, guys like that do tend to be gamers, and I don't hate on those dudes at all. I've hung out with lots of fucking, you know, nerdy type dudes and found a lot of them to be cool as fuck. So, I mean, whatever, as long as you wash your balls. I mean, anyone who knows my Magic the Gathering story understands why. Please wash your fucking balls, dude. But on the other hand, you know, nowadays fucking gaming is all over the, you know, like who doesn't game? Like gaming is like music or like movies or television. Like so many motherfuckers game. Like even, you know, the dumbass chick that you see, you know, like stressing, oh, you know, like 2 weeks over what fucking heels to buy and shit, probably plays some stupid little fucking phone games when she's sitting at the dentist office. Now, is she a real gamer? Okay, she's not really a fucking gamer, but that's a whole different discussion. But in the same sense, right, she plays a fucking game. And that's the biggest thing, I think, about Pokemon Go, is that it is a phone game. It's hella casual, and it appeals to both gamers and casual scrubs at the same time. But let's stop. Before I get into too much of my opinion, I want to take a look at, you know, some of the shit that's going on and what other people are saying, especially some of the negative opinions. It's kind of been shocking as fuck to see some of the negative ass shit that's come out about Pokemon Go in a way that, for example, you didn't see people going all crazy because so many people play fucking World of Warcraft or League of Legends or whatever. And I think the main reason is that for the first time, people are actually seeing other people play the game. Whereas, you know, if you play League of Legends or whatever in your own house, then, you know, people don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, you could be doing like a Pornhub marathon hentai shit. Would these normies find that more acceptable? I don't fucking know. I don't know, but you know, whatever. Let's take some of this shit is absolutely fucking balls to the wall crazy shit too. So, you know, strap your dick in. So the Young Turks ran a little piece on Pokemon Go, and it's such fucking cuckery. It's such bullshit. You just want to punch them in their fucking testicles and ovaries, respectively, you know. Just curb stomp that fucking bullshit out of our society. But anyway, let me just show you what, you know, they had to say about this. The title of their video is, Does Pokemon Go Put Black Players in Danger?
Omari Akil from Medium wrote an interesting perspective on Pokemon Go and how some portions of the population get to enjoy and play the game in a way that maybe other portions of the population don't.
All right, let me just stop this shit right there. And I just have to say that this bitch Anna, she is the most cunty, fucking leftist, bigot, hypocrite on fucking YouTube. Like, seriously. And I know I'm kind of rambling off into a digression here, but, you know, I'm fucking drunk and, you know, who fucking cares, right? I mean, you're watching my video, we're just talking about shit. So anyway, this Anna chick, recently, fucking Alex Jones showed up, right, to their little media event. And if you don't know who Alex Jones is, just look him up. He's a hilarious bastard, kind of little crazy, but he's fucking... Anyway, he showed up to their fucking media event. and Anna had some choice words for him. Roll the clip.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for President shirts everywhere?
No, I kind of despise it.
What shirt is the best thing for you?
You want fucking attention? Get off the stage, you fat fuck! Get off the stage, you fat fuck!
Damn, this Anna bitch, she's a fucking fat shamer. I didn't think leftists did that kind of shit. I thought, that was like for us right-wing shitlords. I mean, you guys know that I make fun of fat people, but really? Anna? This shit just doesn't seem right. I think I'm gonna have to get Anna to advise me on Anna here.
It's the classic bullying move where you want to feel better about yourself, so you look to someone and pick on their imperfections to feel good about yourself. It's stupid. Yeah. And you can...
Oh, whoops. But I guess it's only wrong when people she doesn't like does this shit. So I know I'm really got into some digressions here, but I just want to kind of set up in case you don't know who the Young Turks are. And if you don't, you're not fucking missing much. The only reason I pay attention is kind of to make fun of their bullshit. So you can see the kind of people they are. They're leftist fucking wingnuts. And so they made this video on how Pokemon Go puts fucking black people in danger. Oh my god, all the black people are gonna get shot because they're playing fucking Pokemon Go. Well, surely... right? This is based on something, some fucking brilliant study or, some actual cases of like black people getting shot down because they were playing Pokemon Go in public. And no, just watch.
He says, I spent less than 20 minutes outside. This is when he was playing his game. 5 of those minutes were spent enjoying the game. 1 of those minutes I spent trying to look as pleasant and non-threatening as possible as I walked past a somewhat visibly disturbed white woman on her way to the bus stop. I spent the other 14 minutes being distracted from the game by thoughts of the countless black men who have had police called on them because they look suspicious, or wondering what a Second Amendment exercising individual might do if I walked past their window a 3rd or 4th time in search of a Jigglypuff.
All right, and they go on blathering for quite a while, but ultimately it comes down to this leftist black dude who was playing Pokemon Go. He got his feels, worked up, like no one, just for the record, like no one actually got shot and no one said shit to this dude. The cops weren't called. He was just playing Pokemon Go in public, and apparently an old woman frowned at him or some shit. Well, let me tell you something, bro. Like, old ladies are just cranky as fuck half the time, and I don't care what race you are, they're gonna frown at your ass because you're just in their fucking way, and because they don't like the way you look, because you don't look like fucking, the way things looked in the 1940s or whatever. So in the case of the Young Turks, it's just some bullshit race baiting, and I was really glad. It restored my faith in humanity a little bit to see the massive amount of downvotes they had, and I read through a lot of the comments, and there was a shit ton of black dudes in the comments that said, what the fuck is this? I play Pokemon Go in public all the time. No one calls the cops on me or tries to shoot me because I'm walking around playing my phone game. And I mean, let's be real here. The type of black dude that might shoot your ass for your wallet or whatever is probably not the same type of black dude who's walking around trying to fucking catch a Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they make this shit about race. They always make this fucking shit about race. Everything's about race. But you know what? It's really not about race. Not everything is about race, okay? And, there's plenty of white dudes and black dudes that would get along well and be united by activities like Pokemon or, whatever interest you may have. And, then there's people like this trying to fucking stir the pot, stir it. They want to plant shit in people's minds like, oh, if you're black, don't play Pokemon Go because somebody might fucking shoot you. Like, are you fucking for real? Like, okay, I come from the sticks and I know some redneck motherfuckers, okay? And I guarantee you, even if they were walking out in fucking Redneckville with a fucking phone, I don't know if there's Pikachu out in the sticks, but, if they fucking did that, nobody's gonna whip out shotguns and start blasting their ass, okay? This is it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts, okay? So if you're a black dude and you want to play Pokemon Go, just fucking play the game, all right? Nobody fucking gives a shit. All right, what else? What else has been going on? Oh, I saw this one video. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's fucking Illuminati confirmed kind of fucking video where the dude is talking about how Pokemon Go is like a fucking form of mind control or some shit. And was talking about how the colors and shit are gonna be used to fucking control your brain. You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about the Pokemon Go, and I think, you know, anytime something becomes really popular, people, you know, the weirdos pop out of the woodwork. I also saw this fucking post on Facebook I want to share with you. Aaron Weinstock says millions of people playing a game made from a foreign country, or made from a foreign company. A game that uses your camera that feeds into their servers. People exploring sensitive areas to include police stations, restricted zones, military installations, etc. If I was plotting a major offensive attack, what better way to gather your intel than from the nation's citizens themselves and mask it as an innocent, nostalgic game? Think about it. Just some food for thought. Well, if Aaron Weinstock had spent fucking 5 seconds, if he had spent a fraction of the time he had cooking up this conspiracy theory, doing a little bit of a Google search, he would have known that the game is actually American made. So it's not even a foreign game company. And I mean, if he's getting into Pokemon, I mean, maybe that's what threw him off. So let's just pretend this is a Japanese game for 5 fucking seconds. Let's pretend it's Japan. Like really, Japan is gonna fucking invade us. You know, they kind of tried that shit before, it didn't work too good. And now they don't even have a fucking army. For fuck's sake, people. And then you got Hillary fucking Clinton trying to get it. The bitch is trying to be like cool and shit. You know, like every time Hillary Clinton tries to be cool, it is the most fucking epic fail. And you know, I don't get into politics too much on my channel. You know, you can vote however you want to vote. But if I just gotta say, if you vote for Hillary Clinton, you're a fucking idiot. Like for real. Like the fucking WikiLeaks that came out, like this shit is so fucking evil, but that's a whole nother video. That's just, anyway, fuck, I'm drunk. Roll the clip.
Because we're going to have a lot of jobs from building infrastructure to coding, creating new apps. I don't know who created Pokemon Go.
Boy, if you don't get...
But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
You know, the one advantage of having stupid motherfuckers like this talk in public is that the internet absolutely fucking destroys it afterwards.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go.
Whoa, stop right there.
But I'm trying to figure out...
No! God, please, no!
How we get them to have...
You don't have to do this.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Shit. Like, I'm not even a Pokemon fucking dude, but that's just pretty fun. For real though, I mean, some people are going a little bit far with the Pokemon stuff. I mean, I know you want to go out there and get all your Pokemon and shit, but you know, like, you gotta use a little bit of common sense. You gotta chill out just a fucking little bit, man. Like, I mean, look at this motherfucker. I mean, do you really want to be the dude that's like, it's like your epigraph, no, not your epigraph, your epitaph, you know, like you're dead and shit, and they're talking, and they're like, yeah, Bill was a pretty fucking alright guy, but like, he started playing that Pokemon Go shit, and then he climbed up on a building, and you know, he was trying to get, you know, I gotta be, the only one I know is Pikachu, so I'm gonna keep using that example. I'm sorry, sorry. So he climbed up on this fucking building to catch himself a Pikachu, and he fell off and he fucking died. But you know, he was an alright guy. He was. Like, you really don't want to be that dude, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little crazy, you know, like especially, you know, it's this weird thing, you know, like, all right, you have all sorts of things on the internet, right? I mean, you have like internet memes and, you know, shit that's going on, and everybody who fucking hangs out on YouTube and Twitter and all the other, you know, fucking bullshit that we do, we all know what's going on. And then you got all the fucking regular people that don't know what's going on. But you know, it's kind of okay because we're each in our separate worlds. You know what I'm saying? We're each in our fucking separate worlds. But the crazy thing about Pokemon Go, it's kind of like you took 4chan plus YouTube and Twitter, like, and you just unleash that on the real fucking world. And these motherfuckers are just like running around, and like normal people are freaking the fuck out. They don't know what this shit's going on, man. All right, freeze. Just pause that shit for 1 fucking second. All right, just pretend like even if you play Pokemon Go, just pretend like you never heard of Pokemon Go. You're just a regular, normal fucking dude, you know? You like watch American Idol or, you know, like whatever the fuck people do. I don't know. And you just see this fucking mob of people making for the fucking, you know, like they're just running and shit. And you're like, I mean, you're probably going to think, holy fucking shit, there's like a terrorist attack, or there's fucking, you know, there's like a bomb, or there's some shit going down and we need to get the fuck out of here, right? Like, you don't know, right? So I mean think about explaining this shit.
Look at this. There's a Vaporeon that spawned right there, so everyone's running.
There's a what there? You tell me you're
There's a Vaporeon.
That's funny.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
All right, and I got no fucking clue what a Vaporeon is or whatever the fuck that dude said, but I'm assuming it's like a pretty good one or a rare one or some shit to have fucking hundreds of people fucking mobbing a place. So yeah, I mean, like, this shit's gonna freak people the fuck out that don't know what's going on. It's like, what the fuck is all this shit? And I mean, you know, they're all talking about like, oh, some black guys might get fucking assaulted, but you never know, you know, like some white dudes might end up in some fucking situations that aren't too good for them as well.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We gotta get him!
Hey, yo, what's poppin'?
But seriously though, I mean, there has been a few crazy stories. You know, there was like 2 guys in California that fell off the edge of a cliff into the fucking ocean playing Pokemon Go. I mean, you gotta be fucking, the ocean, like that shit's kind of big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, where I live, you might trip over a fucking stump or some shit, but you know, like, how you fall into the fucking ocean? Shit's loud too, you know. You know, it's like fucking wave, like they fell into the fucking ocean playing Pokemon Go. There's been cases of people being fucking stabbed while playing Pokemon Go. I mean, but here's the thing, right? If you get millions of people doing shit, stupid shit's gonna happen while they're doing that shit. Right? But the stupid fucking mainstream media is all like, hey, you know, parents, you need to be careful because, you know, kids are getting killed playing the Pokemon Go. This shit's so stupid. Like, it's just the stupidest fucking media hype ever in terms of, like, there being this big danger of Pokemon Go. You know, I've seen motherfuckers sitting around texting on their phone, using Snapchat and fucking taking selfies and shit, walk right in front of a fucking bus. I shit you not. I saw this dude, he's texting on his phone, stepped right in front of his fucking bus. And it's a good thing there's this little Chinese girl standing right next to him that yanked his ass back. Girl has some good core strength, you know, just yanked his ass out of the way, but he would have been fucking dead, you know. So really, people are always fucking around on their phone and not really paying attention to what's going on. Now, me personally, you know, I do spend a lot of time on the computer, especially since I have a YouTube channel and, you know, I have to fucking put together this shit, right? And edit and all that. You know, I kind of hate it, really. But you know, when I leave the house, I'm not really a phone guy personally, so I can't relate too much. I just have a phone to fucking call someone, you know, like if I need to call someone, that's about it. I don't really fuck around with all the texting and phone games and shit. When I leave the house, you know, I'm usually, taking care of shit. But anyway, my point is that people using the Pokemon Go, really, most of these people aren't really using their phone that much more than they were anyway. If they weren't playing Pokemon Go, they'd be checking Facebook or Twitter or, you know, whatever. They would be doing something on the fucking phone. So it's just one more thing. And I read this stupid fucking article. I don't even feel like fucking linking it. But anyway, there's this article, this feminist cunt was talking about how she was sitting on her phone and some nerd dude walked up to her and was like, oh, or, are you looking for this fucking Pokemon or something? And how she was so fucking offended about how, you just because you're playing Pokemon does not give you the right to talk to women. Fuck off. People can talk to other human beings. Like, when do we become so antisocial that you get assaulted just because someone fucking asks you a question? Like if I ask you, is this 5th Street? Have I just fucking raped you? Fuck off with that feminist shit. Oh, and then I almost forgot to fucking put this. There's this shit going around. All right, and this isn't just a single instance. I've seen this in a few different places where people want to link Pokemon now to dogfighting. So it's like an animal rights shit. Just take a look at this weak ass bitch.
Is Pokemon Go desensitizing the world to dogfighting? I believe the answer is yes, and I want to give you 6 reasons why I believe that.
All right, that's enough out of Smeagol there. So anyway, this might be kind of a long video. I've showed all kinds of bullshit. Now this is the part of the show. It's kind of like fucking the old talk shows, where they showed all the toothless people that were fucking their cousins and impregnated each other. And then, this is the part of the show where I give my own fucking opinion. Basically, and I've kind of said this already, is that people are doing shit they're already doing, but here's an exception. Here's one thing I actually like, and I am kind of very involved in the fitness, I'm very involved in the fitness community. I'm very interested in gym life and lifting and shit like that. One thing that I personally kind of hate about gaming is that I'm kind of sitting on my ass. I'm just sitting there and I can get sucked into a fucking game forever, just like before I know it, it's fucking 12 hours later and I'm like, fuck. And it does take a toll on your body. It really does. Because if I spend a long day just playing games, or, even if I do a live stream and play games for, 5-6 hours or, whatever straight, my body feels very fucked up from it. It feels cramped up. It feels shitty compared to like if I spend a day doing more active shit like lifting weights, going for a hike, playing basketball, whatever. And I've seen a bunch of Twitter posts and people saying shit like, oh, I fucking haven't, went to the park in 3 fucking years. And now, I'm playing Pokemon Go and I'm walking around the park. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good, to get out and, get in the real world a little more. Because I know I spend a lot of time on the computer and it's nice to get some fucking sunshine and fresh air and go out, even though, you're looking at your phone and fucking finding Pokemon. In the same sense, you're getting out and around, and I think that's good. And as I said before, I think most of this shit is really overblown, exaggerated, and really Pokemon Go is no different than what most people do on the phone. And all these pretentious motherfuckers, right? They want to act so superior and stuck up, and they're like, oh, you're fucking acting like you're 12. And yet, these same people who say this will spend hours taking fucking pictures of themselves and putting it on Instagram and fucking liking shit on Facebook that's just stupid bullshit anyway. So, people are gonna spend recreational time doing whatever, like what the fuck. Just because you like something and someone else likes something different doesn't suddenly make you morally superior. Every one of you is just fucking wasting time. It's not like you're out there cracking the genetic code and curing cancer and shit. Most of these motherfuckers that are calling out people playing Pokemon Go are losers and fucking haven't accomplished anything either. So, what the fuck? And at the same time, as I said earlier, you can play Pokemon Go and still do things that are, purposeful, productive, or whatever the case may be. And here's my final piece of personal advice, and you can take it or you can just tell me to fuck off. But here's my one piece of advice. It doesn't matter if you decide to spend some time on Facebook or Twitter or play video games or play Pokemon Go or anything else. I challenge you that every single day, try to do at least one thing that moves you in a better direction. One thing that, is going to make your life a little better. That might be finally getting off your ass and going to the gym. That might be finally, studying whatever it is you wanted to study or doing whatever. At least try each day to, and I'm not talking about going to work. We all fucking go to work or go to school. That's the shit you have to do. If all you do is go to work and then you're done and you just veg out for the rest of the day, you're never gonna really, live a life that you're gonna be happy about. You're gonna be filled with a little bit of regret once you hit 60 and you look back and you add up, the 40 fucking years you spent liking shit on Facebook. So just pick one little thing each day that you can proudly say, you know, okay, I did this. I didn't have to do this. This wasn't part of my job or responsibility, but I did this because this made me a better person in whatever way that, you know, is important to you, whatever goal or whatever way in life you're trying to move forward. Just do that. And I think that'll make you feel better about yourself and, you know, be a little happier at the end of the day, because, you know, and I'm guilty of this too, so I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. You know, sometimes we can spend a little too much time on just bullshit, and then, you know, after a long time we kind of feel like, fuck, you know, what am I doing here? You know, I just spent, you know, however many hours doing this shit. That's going to do it for this video. Do let me know in the comments, you know, are you, you know, playing Pokemon Go? Have you experienced this where people are like shitting on you for playing the game? I really wonder this. I mean, people seem okay with kids playing it, but if you're like 18 and over, I've seen tons of fucking memes and shit about this. If you're over 18, you're playing, you know, Pokemon Go, you know, you're a fucking loser or whatever. You know, have you seen this? Have you gotten like negative reactions? Or because it seems like there's so many people playing it that I don't know that where the cultural weight lies. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. All right, stop. Now, just look at this bitch for a minute, all right? Just look. This is literally the face of a desperate gold-digging whore. This is the kind of girl that it really won't cost you that much money to get your dick sucked. Just don't ask me how I know this.